The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, a land shrouded in mystery, isolated, impenetrable, unknowable. Yet behind this veil of secrecy lies a truth more horrifying than we can imagine. A truth dictated by the iron fist of its ruler, Kim Jong Un. We will delve into the depths of its darkest secrets, exposing the shocking and brutal actions of its leader. This is a story of power, control, and the devastating consequences of absolute authority. This is the reality for millions trapped within North Korea's borders. 2013. A cold December day in Pyongyang. Jang Song-taek, once a powerful figure in the North Korean government and Kim Jong Un's own uncle, is publicly disgraced. Accused of treason and corruption, he is stripped of his rank and power. His fate, a public spectacle designed to send a message throughout North Korea. Jang Song-taek is executed by anti-aircraft fire, his body obliterated, a chilling reminder of Kim Jong Un's ruthlessness. The message was clear. No one, not even family, is safe from the supreme leader's anger. This brutal purge solidified Kim Jong Un's grip on power, eliminating a potential rival and instilling fear in the hearts of the elite. His story serves as a stark warning, a testament to the lengths Kim Jong Un will go to maintain his iron grip on power. Kim Jong-nam, Kim Jong Un's half-brother, lived a life in exile, a constant reminder of the regime's inner workings. In 2017, his life was cut short in a brazen attack at Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Two women, seemingly pawns in a deadly game, smeared a fast-acting nerve agent VX on his face. Within hours, Kim Jong-nam was dead. The assassination, captured on CCTV, sent shockwaves around the world. The audacity of the act, the use of a banned chemical weapon on foreign soil, pointed directly to North Korea. Kim Jong-nam's assassination was a message not just to North Korea's enemies, but to the world. Kim Jong-un's reach extended far beyond his borders. This act of violence solidified his image as a ruthless dictator, capable of silencing anyone deemed a threat. In the heart of Pyongyang, a public execution unfolds. The condemned, accused of crimes against the state, are paraded before a crowd. Public executions, a chilling hallmark of Kim Jong-un's reign, serve a singular purpose: to instill terror and absolute obedience within the populace. Charges range from stealing food to watching South Korean TV shows. The methods of execution are brutal and varied, ranging from firing squads to hangings. These events are not isolated incidents, but calculated displays of power, orchestrated to crush any hint of dissent. Children are often forced to witness these spectacles, their young minds scarred by the brutality, forever reminded of the consequences of disobedience. These public displays of cruelty serve as a stark reminder of the constant state of fear that permeates every aspect of life in North Korea. Scattered across the desolate landscape of North Korea lie hidden labor camps, vast prison camps, where an estimated 80,000 to 120,000 individuals languish. These camps, shrouded in secrecy, house political prisoners, those deemed enemies of the state. Men, women, and even children disappear behind their barbed wire fences, often without trial or hope of release. Conditions within these camps are horrific. Starvation is rampant, forced labor relentless, and torture commonplace. Inmates endure unimaginable cruelty, their spirits broken by the regime's brutality. Families are often imprisoned together, forced to endure the same hardships, their bonds tested to the breaking point. Generations are born and raised within these camps, their only crime the actions of their ancestors. Escape from these labor camps is nearly impossible. The stories that emerge from these camps, often through the harrowing accounts of survivors, paint a grim picture of the depths of human suffering inflicted by Kim Jong-un's regime. While Kim Jong-un dines on delicacies, millions of North Koreans face a constant struggle against hunger. Food, or the lack thereof, is a tool used to control the population. The regime prioritizes its military and elite, diverting valuable resources away from its people. This deliberate policy of deprivation leaves millions vulnerable to malnutrition and starvation. Families are forced to scavenge for scraps, resorting to eating grass and bugs to survive. Children bear the brunt of this crisis, their growth stunted, their futures jeopardized by chronic hunger. The regime uses food as a reward for loyalty, distributing rations to those who conform and withholding sustenance from those deemed disloyal. International aid organizations struggle to reach those in need, their efforts hampered by the regime's restrictions and manipulations. The ongoing food crisis in North Korea is a man-made tragedy, a stark reminder of the human cost of Kim Jong Un's ruthless pursuit of power. Under Kim Jong Un's rule, human rights are non-existent. The regime maintains absolute control over every aspect of its citizens' lives, crushing any form of dissent or individuality. Freedom of speech, assembly, and religion are brutally suppressed. Possessing unauthorized media such as South Korean DVDs can lead to imprisonment or worse. The regime operates a vast surveillance network, monitoring its citizens' every move. Informants are everywhere, creating an atmosphere of paranoia and distrust. Arbitrary detention is commonplace. Individuals suspected of disloyalty, however slight, can vanish without a trace, often ending up in the regime's brutal prison camps. The international community has condemned North Korea's human rights record, yet the regime continues to operate without consequence, its citizens trapped in a cycle of oppression and fear. In defiance of international condemnation, Kim Jong Un has aggressively pursued the development of North Korea's nuclear arsenal. Each successful test pushes the Korean peninsula and the world closer to the brink. Underground facilities hum with activity as scientists, under Kim Jong Un's watchful eye, work tirelessly to perfect their deadly craft. The ambition is clear: to possess a weapon capable of striking the United States mainland. These tests are met with international outrage and condemnation. Sanctions are imposed, yet the regime remains defiant, its nuclear ambitions unwavering. The threat of nuclear war hangs heavy over the region. Miscalculation, accident, or intentional aggression could have catastrophic consequences, unimaginable loss of life. Kim Jong Un uses his nuclear program as leverage, a bargaining chip in his quest for international recognition and the easing of sanctions. The world watches nervously, hoping for diplomacy to prevail, dreading the day the unthinkable might occur. In North Korea, access to information is a privilege tightly controlled by the regime. The internet as we know it does not exist. Citizens are limited to Kwangmyong, a tightly controlled intranet, offering a sanitized version of reality, devoid of any information that contradicts the regime's narrative. Foreign websites, social media platforms, and independent news sources are blocked. Possession of unauthorized devices like smartphones with outside access can lead to severe punishment. Radio and television broadcasts are jammed, limited to state-run channels that bombard citizens with propaganda, glorifying Kim Jong Un and demonizing the outside world. This information blackout is designed to keep the population isolated, unaware of the realities beyond their borders. It is a tool of control used to maintain the regime's grip on power. The few who manage to access outside information do so at great risk, facing severe consequences if caught. From birth, North Koreans are indoctrinated into a cult of personalities centered around the Kim dynasty. Kim Il-sung is revered as a god, with Kim Jong-il and Kim Jong-un inheriting this divine mantle. Portraits of the Kims adorn every public space. Citizens wear pins bearing their likenesses. Propaganda permeates every aspect of life. The Kims are portrayed as infallible saviors. History is rewritten to fit the regime's narrative. The Korean War is taught as a glorious victory. This constant propaganda creates a distorted reality. The cult of personality ensures the regime's survival. In North Korea, dissent is not tolerated. Any form of opposition is met with swift and brutal repression. The regime maintains an iron grip, crushing any challenge. Critics vanish without a trace, sent to political prison camps. Families of the disloyal are also punished. Fear is a powerful weapon wielded expertly by the regime. Citizens inform on each other, creating suspicion and paranoia. The regime's message is clear: conform or face the consequences. Despite the risks, acts of defiance occur, a flicker of hope. We have borne witness to the brutal reality of Kim Jong-un's regime, a story of oppression, cruelty, and the systematic denial of human rights. Millions trapped within a closed society, their lives controlled by fear and propaganda. But even in the darkest of places, hope flickers. The international community continues to apply pressure, seeking a path towards a brighter future for the North Korean people. The stories of defectors, risking everything to escape the regime's grasp, serve as a testament to the human spirit's yearning for freedom. We must not forget the plight of the North Korean people. Thank you for watching.